everybody. Welcome. Happy Saturday. So how is everyone today? We are going to use our block set. Remember this one that I had done? I had done the Valentine's XOXO. Well, like I've always said, our surfaces are reversed. So we are going to paint this one black. We are not going to use this one. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's paint this one. Like I said, we're just going to paint it black. So how is everyone? Let me grab some water, paintbrush. Oops. Let's see, that's not going to be big enough. There we go. So how is everyone? Hi, welcome. So all I'm going to do is paint this one black and set it aside. We are working in our club tonight, transfer. Take the long way home, but find the joy in the journey. So it's going to be a different way to use our club transfer. So it's going to be a completely different look. So all I'm doing is taking our block and I am painting this. So painting with our chalk paints are real easy. I am finding that, because I love to chalk paint with like Waverly's chalk paint, but what I'm finding about Chalk Couture's chalk and paste form is that it has, hi Carrie, it has pretty much one coverage. So I don't have to go back. Like if I'm using, you know, any other kind, you know, how you have to go back because you didn't get a complete even look on it. So this is what I'm finding with our chalk paste, is that we get a pretty good coverage with it. So I'm just going to paint this and let it dry. We will be using our wax tonight. It's currently out of stock. It's supposed to be in stock this week. Oh, good news. Hi, Lynn. Welcome. Good news, Carrie. I heard that the fuzzing cloth is going to be in stock next week, so probably on Tuesday when they launch the catalog. So your stuff should be shipping very soon. So all I'm doing is using one of our surfaces. This was a Valentine's. Hugs and kisses. Hi, Crystal. Welcome. So I just painted it black. And we're going to chalk on it with some white. So look at that, just one coverage. So thank you for sprinkling. Appreciate that. It helps my channel. Helps me grow. I appreciate it so much. So we're going to set that aside. And while that's drying, let's go ahead and get started on our project for tonight. So we'll get into the club in a little bit. So, are you guys ready? This is when, Carrie, you have this because you should have gotten it with your freebies when you had ordered. So this is part of the Kickstart and it's still available for purchase now. So unfortunately you can't get it for free, but you can buy the transfer. So anyways, every day is a fresh start. So all I'm taking is a canvas. I think it's a 10 by 10 canvas. And what we're going to do is a reverse canvas method. So let's see, what do I need? Because what I want to do is, where is, looking for my tools. Thought I put it here. Oh, yes. X-Acto knife. Okay. So all I'm going to do is I am going to score into the canvas. On all 4 sides. Because you know how sometimes you have, you want to do something but you don't have the right frame? Well, guess what? A canvas, a reverse canvas, gives you a frame. So we're just going to score and then tear it off. It's like, should have grabbed a flathead screwdriver. Oh, wait. Let's see. I just need to lift it up a little bit. And then maybe I should have done this beforehand, huh? I've done it before, so. But it's like when you're crafting, when you are crafting, you don't realize how long it takes until you're like on a live, right? So, just gonna cut this off. And pull that up. There we go. And then that's garbage. So how was everybody's Saturday? We went down to, I shouldn't say down, we went up to Renton. We went to IKEA today because I needed storage for my ribbon. And so what we ended up doing was, come on. You know the picture, hi Teresa. You know the picture rails that IKEA has, like, they're kind of like a shelf, but you can put your pictures on them. Anyways, if not, look it up because it's pretty cool. I have those currently in my house at the end of the hallway with black and white pictures of the family. And so I was looking, I was like, oh, that might actually work for my ribbon because I don't want it like on a dowel rod where you're, pulling it and stuff. I want to be able to set it like on a shelf, but to be able to stay. And so we went up to Renton, picked up some, and guess what? It worked, and my ribbon is all organized now. So it's kind of nice that I can see it. So what I'm doing, if you're just catching me live, is not a very good job of deconstructing a canvas. So bear with me, please. We're going to do a reverse canvas tonight. And, when they make these canvases, gosh, you think that people want to take them apart or something. They don't want you to. I actually tried the stencil on canvas, but the regular side, it was just playing around. It didn't come out. And I'm going to tell you why it didn't come out. And I'm going to show, well, actually, I'm not going to tell you why. I'm going to show you why it didn't come out. Because if you feel the canvas, it's rough, right? We are going to take the sanding block we're going to sand it down, and then we're going to take some surface wax, which I believe is coming in that kit you ordered, Carrie, and that's going to help it. So you'll see how it works. I made some really cute Christmas canvases. I took frames from, oh, we're getting it. See, it's coming along. I took frames from Hobby Lobby that I had gotten on clearance at a really good price at like 90% off. And some of them, there was 4 of them that had like a summer type canvas pattern on there. And it was really ugly. And so this is why I have these, because I needed a 10 by 10, I believe. Yeah, 10 by 10. And I chalk painted on them. Like, one was on Christmas Eve when you look up at the stars, you know, and stuff. It was just like some Christmas sayings. Anyways, they sold. They all sold in my booth. And so I'm going to show you why. And I had to figure it out by trial and error. And then, you know, stuff. But I had like one, I think, that it bled. So look at this frame. Did you guys look at that? You would spend, and this is real wood, so we would spend a fortune on a frame in the store. So I'm just going to pull this off. And I think I want to, I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I'm thinking I want to, should I paint it or stain it, guys? Help me out. Paint or stain? I think I'm going to stain it. So let me grab my Old Faithful. So this is Antique Wax by Waverly. I don't know that you can get it anymore. I had heard rumor that they were selling out, so I went to the local Walmarts and bought all that they had. Because it's like, oh my God, I panicked. It was like at Christmas. Yeah, I'm going to stain it crystal. So it was at Christmas, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if I run out? So, yeah, it's a Saturday night, so we're going to stain it. So I'm just going to put this down. And then I'm going to, but yeah, I love that color. It's just, wait till you see it. It's just absolutely beautiful. So let's see. I think I have a little jar. I'm going to pour some stain in. Well, it's wax, not really stain. So all I'm going to do is put it on. And I'm not even like careful. So it's, you know, it's life. Who has time to be perfect, right? I'm not perfect at all. I just do me. And I don't think that there is craft police out there, so I'm not too worried about it. So I'm just putting some on, and then I'm going to wipe off the excess. And so this is a really easy way to stain your products, like frames and stuff, because then you don't have to deal with the 24-hour drying period that it takes when you stain with like, you know, like the ones that you, oh, what stains like, what's those stains in the hardware store? they have a really bad odor to them. They smell. You have to wait 24 hours before you can even touch your project. So I'm like, let's do it with some antique wax. And you could probably find the antique wax somewhere else. Doesn't necessarily have to be at Waverly's. But this has absolutely no, what did you say that was called? It's called Waverly's Antique Wax. So let me, I feel like I'm a hot mess because I don't have gloves on. Not that it would stain my hands, but I don't want to get it all over me because I'm going to be chalking on white. Oh gosh, isn't this pretty? And you know, canvases are really cheap. Like you can go to the Dollar Tree and get canvases for $1 now. Or you can get them for $1.25, depending on which Dollar Tree is charging, you know, because I think it's slowly progressing over the United States. I'm not sure if ours has gone up yet. I haven't been in a while. They're probably wondering if what happened to me, because I haven't shown up in like, I think I went right after the New Year when I got back from Disney. And that was it. So it's been a while. They probably think I'm left the country or something. So there, it's completely stained. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to set this aside and we're going to get to chalking. So let me clean up my stain mess. Put that in the trash. And then all I'm going to do is put the excess back in the jar. You can add water to it if you want a lighter color. The other thing is burnt ember. You can add, it's like a folk art, I think, paint. And you can add water to that and create a stain. Exactly. And so, you know, this one, I think these canvases, I went to Hobby Lobby and got them. But like I said, I've done the Dollar Tree reverse because it's in my laundry room. And the frame is exactly, it looks beautiful. So yeah, check that out. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside so it can dry. And so back to our project. So it says, you are enough. And, oh no, it says every day is a fresh start. This is going to go in my classroom. I'm going to put it on my door, I think. So I'm going to take just my sanding block, like so. And I'm going to sand the canvas. So I'm sorry for the noise. So if some of you don't like the sanding, just mute and then you won't be able to hear it. Turn your volume down. So this is all I'm doing is taking and then I'm smoothing it down. So, like that. Then I'm going to use what's called our surface wax. So if it's a surface that does not come from my shop, it's a good idea to use it. So like for here, when we put the transfer down, the chalk is not going to bleed underneath it because I've sanded it. Now I'm going to put that the wax down so it'll adhere to it. But like, for example, this is from my shop, so you wouldn't need to use wax. So unless I paint, like because I painted this one, it's still a little wet, I will be using wax on it. So unless you use a painted surface or a surface that's not from my shop, you need to use the wax. That was a mouthful. So I'm just gonna take some, they have a new little tool coming out and it's called the wax applicator or something. Anyways, it looks just like our fuzzing cloth, but it's a little round. And I'm like excited about that because then I can save some paper towels. So I'm just going to take a little bit of wax and I'm going to just buff it in all over. So I put the supply link. Oh, so if you comment, I believe bike, it has the supply link of what I've used for both projects. I made a last minute decision and I'm going to make the flowers because at first I was going to do either berry or marvelous, but I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to do wisteria only because I found these cute little flower picks. So I think it'll look really cute. So I'm just buffing that in. Okay, set that aside and let's pull our transfer out. Put my grab my transfer shears, and so I'm just going to cut along this line. You can cut your transfers up into the little boxes that it shows, but I like keeping mine completely on the backing board. That way I'm not losing any little pieces or anything. But it's however you want to do it. There's no right or wrong. So I'm going to take my fuzzing cloth, the clean one. I need to wash that one. And I'm going to fuzz our transfer. A few times. It's on canvas, so it's not like, you know, like wood where it's going to stick and I'm going to pull like the one last night that took, you know, took forever to come off. So I'm just going to do it like 3 or 4 times. And then I'm going to line this up. Like so. I thought that was my hair. It's actually like, because our transfers are made out of the board, so it has like little fibers. So let me show you so you can see through it's all silk screen. So that's complete silk screen. It's not a regular stencil like you would normally use, you know, and those are what, like one-time uses pretty much. Or if you get the plastic ones, then you can't get the bend and the curve in them. And if you get the paper ones, that's a one-time use. If you make them on your silhouette, that's definitely a one-time use. And if you don't get it on there and you mess up, then you just wasted a bunch of vinyl, a bunch of time, and a lot of frustration. So this is what I like about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love my silhouette. Matter of fact, my daughter is coming over. Tomorrow we're going to make unicorn heads for Piper's Valentine's. So I pulled out the wisteria. So this is the color, and I'm not sure that, yeah. Let's brand new. Set that aside. But isn't that pretty? So I thought I would do the Couture teal for the lettering because this is our school color. And then I'll do the wisteria and then the eucalyptus for the leaves. So let's go ahead and get started. So let me move some stuff, grab some squeegees. I'm gonna grab my detailed one too. So for the small, so I will be doing like the paste and pull on this because it's got some small details in it that will take a while to work it in. So I'm just pressing down firmly on the canvas. So this is going to actually look like artwork when we're done. It's going to be beautiful. And then like you want to go in one direction, especially on the canvas, because that way it won't get underneath the edges and bleed on you. So I get really quiet at this time because it's like, oh, I don't want to mess up. I want to stay in the lines. I want to stay within the area. So yeah. Do you store your chalks flat or on their side? Right now, you can. I think you can store them any way you want. I've not been told otherwise. I've not heard anybody. I have them just in a drawer on their sides, like so. I don't know if you can see, because I did have them up here on a shelf, but it was very hard for me to reach them. So unless I figure out something else, that's where they're going to be right now. So I think it's just preference. I've seen some designers, they have all of their, and I don't know how they work, you know, which is fine, but they have all their pastes out in front of them. Eucalyptus. It's really pretty. And with the new catalog, we are getting it in shimmer. So I'm looking forward to that color because it's really pretty. Okay, so I got the flowers. This is going to be gorgeous. So I'm just going to lift up this one corner. Can you guys see? Isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to do this one side down here. And you know, the thing is like with canvas, if you go to the Dollar Tree, you can get the flat canvases for $1. If you mess up, you know, it's $1. And you can just, you know, and I would probably, you know, do that in practice. But you'll be amazed how easy this is. Because I am. I mean, there is a learning curve to it. It's like knowing when to do the paste and pull so it doesn't dry in the silk screen. But depending on how fast you work. So that's that one. And then let's do these flowers. This wisteria is beautiful. I am so ready for spring. So yeah, we went to IKEA, picked up the things for my ribbon, and then I picked up some containers, I picked up, I was looking for like stuff I could chalk paste on to show you guys different ways. And so I got some really cute stuff. So stay tuned for some really cool projects coming up. So, and IKEA is pretty cheap. So I'm just going to finish this one off. And then I'm going to pull it up so that way it doesn't dry. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to push that down. Now I'm going to do the corti. Oh no, now you tell me. Isn't that pretty? This is our school colors. It's black. No, wait. What color is our? I think it's. I'm trying to think. What color is the shirt I wear? That's the Union one. So we've had a gray and teal, and we've had a black and teal. So the teal is definitely our school color. So I thought this would be really cute because I tell my kids every day, tomorrow's always another day. So, you know, I don't hold it against them. It's not their fault. Some of them have a crap life. It's not their fault. So we can only try better next time. So oh, and I picked up some puppets for one of our students. It was suggested to let him create with puppets. So he can like write a puppet script or something. So I picked those up. I'm trying to think, what else did I pick up? Oh, I picked up the rolls of art paper for kids, for the grandkids. So I did that. Okay. Are you ready for peel and reveal? Ooh. Is that not pretty? Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this one. Okay, so I'm going to set this over here and just spray it with some water so I can clean it real quick. And then I'm going to set this, because this one's going to have to dry. This will take a few minutes, but oh my gosh, I love this one. See, Carrie, you can totally do this on Canvas. You have this transfer already, and it was free for you because you had took part in that the Creative Kickstart. So yeah, that's one thing, you know, our company does do. They do a lot of promos. So, good deals. It's like, I want to open up a club. Like, I think I'm going to make my husband a club member so I can get those free transfers that some of you all are getting. I'm a little jealous. So I'm going to close these ones up. And so let me wash this transfer real quick. And then clean up some area because, you know, as big as my table is, it's never big enough. So what did I do with the board eraser? I'll use this one. I don't know what I did with the board eraser. So this is all you have to do is take your board eraser with some water, and you're just cleaning it. No soap, no chemicals, just plain water. And now I'm going to grab I'm going to just wipe that one down, side down, and then I'm going to turn it over, spray the back side, and then wash this side down. So what I'm doing is making sure that I'm getting the paste out of the silkscreen, and you'll be able to see that when you clean yours. And it's sticky again. Isn't that amazing? It's like the water kind of reactivates the, you even use the eucalyptus on it. Well, you'll be able to do it again. Just practice. Now you know, sand it first, then wax it. And I'm not sure, I think you get surface wax in that kit that you ordered. So, and it's ready to go for another one usage. Okay, so while that's still drying, let's look at our nice black surface. So let me tell you what we're gonna do. We are using the club transfer tonight in a different way. So if you are new to my channel or new to Chalk Couture, this month and only this month, anyone that joins the club, and it's $19.99 a month. Hi, Diane. It's $19.99 a month. You get this month's transfer plus 5 free ones. So I think it calculated over at $75 value. But that's not all. After you've joined the club and you spend $60, you get 5 more free transfers. So that's 11 transfers for like $60, $70, $80, but you're out of the club. So really it's like 11 for $60, $70. So that's really a good deal. So yeah, if you're not in the club, take advantage of it. It's a 3-month commitment. You can cancel anytime after that. But this is, you know, like to try it would be totally worth it. So I need my surface wax because remember I told you when we paint on our surface, we need to wax it. So let me pull it out. And so I'm just going to grab a little bit of wax, not a whole lot, just a little bit. And I'm just going to wax and buff it in. So I've been using this wax since August, and look, I mean, I haven't even really made a dent in it. So that should tell you that it'll last you a long time. If you can't get it on the site, you can use like Minwax. They say that you can use that, you know, and you can get that like at a regular store. So. And so it's completely waxed, ready to go. And so let's see, I'm gonna take our transfer. I'm going to buff it. I'm going to fuzz it, fuzz. So I'm just gonna fuzz it. I've already used it once, so this is twice. It just started on the 1st. And so if you go to my shop and click on or type in club, I think, you can totally get the club, sign up for it. So I am just going to eyeball measuring. Paste that down, make sure it's, and all I'm going to do is use my white chalk paste. So I use the black to paint it. Now I'm going to use the white to chalk it. And so I'm just going to chalk these words, and then this part here, I'm not going to chalk around the design. So that's one thing about our transfers, is that they're so universal on, you know, you could do it as a whole, you could take bits and pieces, and that's what I'm showing you tonight, is that you can take bits and pieces of it and just have to be one way to be. I got a little bit there. See if it went through, and if it did, I'm going to show you how to fix that. I call these like my 5-minute crafts, even though I'm on here for like almost, what, 30 minutes to an hour sometimes. But it's because, you know, I'm doing 2 crafts, making bows, talking. Okay, peel and reveal. Woohoo! Is that not cute? So we'll set that one aside to dry. And then I'm going to take our chalkable chip, and I'm only going to, oh, that would be cute with the wisteria. But I don't think I'm going to do the actual flowers on this one. So I'm only going to do the bicycle. Let me use my detailed tool. I'll scrape off the excess of that. And so when you're scraping off the excess, you're putting it back in the jar, so there's little waste to your paste, unless you're kind of like me and you get it all over your hands. But it's little to minimal waste. Okay, so now I'm going to peel this one off. Cute, cute, cute. Set that there. So we have our bicycle. Hi, Carrie, welcome. So if you are just joining us, we are making 2 projects. I'm Melinda, I'm with Creative Collections. I'm an independent designer for Chalk Couture. And so we're using our club transfer. And so I'm gonna dry this real quick. Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. I just think I ruined my, oh, I know why the, oh my gosh. I don't think it's gonna work. Yep. So, funny story. You guys ready for this one? I decided I was going to try the torch and paste method using the heat press. And so I had it out and everything. It was going good, and all of a sudden, like, the circuit breaker popped. Okay, this one will work. And so my husband went out and, you know, did it and everything. Well, it turned out, I guess, I set the, oh my gosh, here's my cooling tool. I set the heat press on the electrical cord, and I blew up my cooling thing. So, oh, see, like I told you, it's not one thing, you know, it's another with me. So I'm just going to dry this one and this one a little bit. Our chalk paste, they dry really quickly. So like that is dry and ready to go. So let's start assembling our project. So we did two. This one is the club. If you're interested in joining the club, just type in club and I'll send you that information. So we have this one. I didn't turn on my heat gun or my, so let's make a bow while that's heating up. I'm a hot mess, I'm telling you. I was looking for something. So we're going to make a bow. So I'm just going to take some of this real pretty striped black and white ribbon. I'm going to cut it down the center because it's too wide for the bow that I want to make on this. So voila, I'm just going to cut it down the center. I'm going to fold it like so and just make a really quick, cute little bow. Here's a trick if you're new. I don't use twine or wire. I use zip ties because it is, hi Robert, welcome. Easier to adjust, and if I don't like it, then I'm not fighting with wire or anything. So I'm just going to zip tie that like so, and voila, we have a simple little bow. And then I have some of this little black ribbon I'm going to use in two places. Let's see if that heated up enough. Just a little bit. That's all I need it to be. So just a little bit. So to cover up the zip tie, I'm just taking this thin little black ribbon. Put some now I'm going to cut the excess off. Then I'm going to dovetail these. So we have a really cute little ribbon right now. So then I'm going to take our chalkable chip, which is reusable, and I'm just going to put a little dab of glue down, and oops, there's a pin in there. So I had done this one for Valentine's, and even though it's it's not Valentine's yet, I have so much Valentine's stuff around. So I can take this off real quick if I wanted to, and reuse it, turn it around for Valentine's. So that's what's great about our surfaces. They're double-sided. So you're getting two projects at least out of your one surface. And if you wanted to, because this is real wood, you could just sand this completely down and continue to keep using the surface. So it's not just a one-time use. And maybe I'll show you guys that after this month's club. I'm just going to cut this one down a little bit more because it's blocking my bicycle. And I don't want it to block the bicycle. So like that. I'm going to put some glue on there and hold that down. I'm telling you, if you guys have ever thought about investing in a cordless glue gun, do it, because you saw how quick that heated up on me. If I was to use like a regular glue gun, that would have took forever. So, okay. So we have that. So I have this. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me know if you can see it. So this is what I'm going to do is, maybe I want it on that side. Oh, hold on. Not ready yet. Whoops, I'm not ready yet. Okay, so then I have this cute little plant that I found at Target. And I want to incorporate it in to the black and white. So I thought this would be really cute to do something like this. So all I'm doing is taking a little bit of ribbon, and I'm taking like the thin ribbon, and I'm just going along that ridge of where it is, and I'm just making black and white stripes with my ribbon. And then I can always take it off later on because I used hot glue. So if it doesn't want to come off easily, I can take my heat gun to it. Just take some heat to it, and the glue will start to melt, and then you pull it off, and it won't damage the surfaces. Okay, so we're going to take that and then put just a little plant up there. What do y'all think? Isn't that cute? So this is our club. I'm glad you guys like this one. This one turned out adorable. So this comes in a set of 3, but I didn't use this one, and I don't have to. I can put, like just a little plant up there, and it makes it, it's just another little cute shelf sitter. So, and I can always use this on something else, like, on a different transfer that would correspond with it. So let's finish up our other one now, and then we will finish up with a bow. So I just thought this is adorable. I'm going to show you guys again. Yeah, it did turn out cute. I'm impressed. So this one, okay, so the paste is completely dry. So it's ready to go. My stain is completely dry, like so. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to cut. Do you see where the natural ridge is? I'm going to just go through that and cut that completely off. Because I'm not going to pull it tight or anything like that. I'm not going to re-stretch the canvas. So it kind of already gives you the guideline and the measurements. Like that. And then, so now all I'm going to do is grab a couple of glue sticks. I still haven't unpacked the full-size one yet. Maybe I will tomorrow. Okay. me set that down. I'm going to turn it over. So I'm just going to turn it over, and I'm going to just glue it down with some hot glue. Didn't even take the staples out. It's too hard. I mean, if I was going to sell this, I probably would take the time to take the staples out. But the canvas covers them, so it's like out of sight, out of mind, right? Whoops. So there you go. That's our framed. Okay. So let's make a bow. So remember the bow I made with, but I think I'm going to, I've changed my mind because I used the wisteria. So let me see. What colors? I think, yeah, those will match. Okay. With the greens. So I was thinking about making, maybe I will use these. Anyway, so remember I was telling you with the zip tie how you can just go in and I can take my bow completely apart and I don't have to mess with the wire or anything. So, voila. And then I can still reuse that part. So, you know, that's, I want to kind of go, I'm going to layer. I want to layer this sucker. I mean, if it's going to go in my classroom, then it's going to be to the bee's knees. Okay, so I think I'm going to do it like that. So I'm going to put some glue right there. Hold that down, put some right there. Set that down. I'm going to set that in there. Okay. And then I'm going to take some of this real cute, I don't know, it's just got like real pretty little flowers on it. So I made a little fairy garden last summer after Easter, and I had these in the fairy garden, and so I just pulled them out of the fairy garden. Like reuse, recycle. Let me cut this one down just a little bit. And then we'll make a bow. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I have several colors. So this is very spring. It's going to look beautiful. So I've got some light green. I've got some blue, the teal color. So I'm just going to layer that up. And I think what I'm going, whoa, well, there went my ribbon. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is just going to layer it up. Like so. So it's like, because it's not wired, might be too hard to make that. So let's do it this way. Let's see. So I just cut it like maybe 5 inches on each, you know, for each strand. Just kind of like that. And then I might take one of these green ones out. And I'm just going to tie it. Just going to make a messy bow. That'll still look pretty. But I'm not going to dovetail them or anything like that. I'm just going to pull it away from each other. Scruffle it up. You know what would be cute too is like to make little pom-poms out of them or something. So, yeah. Scruffle it up a little bit. And then glue it down. All I have to do is put a hanger on the back of this, and I have a really cute statement that will match my classroom decor, because I'm very farmhouse in my classroom too. And voila. What do you guys think? So, reverse canvas, real simple, real easy, real cheap, and you get a frame out of it. So yeah, I love it. I love both projects tonight. So we did this one, which was the club. Again, if you are interested, just type club and I'll send you that information. You don't want to miss out on the 5 free transfers this month. And then we did this one, which is part of their creative kickstart, which is available in our store. Thank you, Carrie. I'm glad you love it. If you're not sure, Carrie, I go live Monday through Saturday, 7:30 every night, have different projects. So I hope to see you again. If you haven't done so yet, please like and follow my page. It helps me out a great deal. And I will see you guys on Monday, because tomorrow's Sunday, right? So yeah, I was making my wish list for Tuesday morning because the catalog launches at 8 o'clock our time. And so I'm like, asked my husband, I'm like, can you take Willow to Steve's so I can spend extra time at home so I can get my order in? So yeah. Anyways, I will see you on Monday. We are going to be doing something with glass on Monday. You're going to love it. Okay? Everybody have a great night. Bye.